Hello Libra, welcome to Monarch Intuition, and today I'm going to be doing your August 2022 monthly check-in reading for you. So if you're new to my channel, what I like to do is I like to pull one major arcana to see the energy and then clarify with a different deck. So, this card wants to come out. So we have the Hierophant with the Death card. Okay. So this is really important for you to understand right here, Libra, is that there is an ending within a Hierophant organization. Now, here's the thing about the Hierophant. It represents government, law, legal systems, things of that nature, higher order, where a lot of people are working underneath something. So when I see this Hierophant situation, you could be involved in this Hierophant right here. So this could be, the ending of your job, the ending of a career path that you've chosen for yourself, moving on to a new phase within your life. So I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Revelations Tarot to see what's going on for you right here. So what is going on for the sign of Libra? This deck does have reversals in it. Understanding that something is over, but that is okay, because just because something ends doesn't mean something new can't begin for you, right? And it could be a happy ending too. You could be graduating from school, so you're no longer in this institution. You're moving on to a different institution for yourself, right? So we have the 10 of Swords, we have the 4 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands. Here's the thing. This is like a mental death for you, okay? This is going to be kind of rough for you in August. You are ending a situation, and it kind of feels very bad. With this 10 of Swords, it's very fast-moving energy. It's like, one and done kind of thing. The 4 of Wands means you're not going to be celebrating this ending. You're actually very upset, so you could be getting fired from a job right here. And this 2 of Wands is you do not know what to do. You really just have no clue where to move next, what to do. Like, where are you going within your life? Because you really had something planned out with this Hierophant, because remember, the Hierophant represents anything that has an order structure, like a rank system, right? So where are you going next? What can you do? The 2 of Wands in reverse represents you want a new opportunity, but you're kind of stuck where you are now. Now, let's look at this 10 of Swords. It seems to be very heavy. You might be going through some sort of depression during this time period. So what is this 10 of Swords? Let's see. The Ace of Pentacles with this 6 of Cups. I feel like you've always wanted this, because the Page of Pentacles represents receiving a gift from the universe, and it's being bestowed upon you. But here's the thing. Ignorance is truly bliss, okay? You have to understand that for yourself. This is just something that you've always wanted to do since your childhood right here, okay? However, sometimes our childhood dreams don't pan out for us in the way that we want them to, okay? Especially when you've worked on something very hard for your entire life, and then all of a sudden you get that job, you're working in your career field, and then they don't want you there anymore. 4 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, your energy with the King of Pentacles. You were hoping to find financial stability within this situation. You're really wanting to connect with this. But with this 3 of Swords, it's it's heartbreak. You're no longer celebrating with this King of Pentacles, this payout system. The King of Pentacles handing off the pentacle to the Page of Pentacles right here. If you can look at the artwork. Okay, let me see. I think there's some glare. So you're no longer receiving this pentacle, and it's heartbreaking to you. So you could be, suffering from some sort of financial loss right here as well. 2 of Wands, the Moon card. Yeah, you're in confusion of this 9 of Pentacles. Where do you go next, Libra? That's the situation. You are in some sort of moonlight energy. You are confused. You're scared. You have no idea where the path leads you. Sometimes it's important to understand that where you are is where you are supposed to be, okay? And that can be very hard for you to understand, especially if you're going through a very tough time within your life. I think it's raining outside. So with this 9 of Pentacles, it's you're really trying to find something new, but here's the thing, your garden is here. Or you might be trying to find this garden, where am I supposed to go next? Where is this garden? Where is this garden of peace and love and abundance for myself? So let's try to crack that code for you, Libra. What should Libra do right here? Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the Death card. So, be very kind to yourself during this time period. All right? Try to be nice to yourself. Accept the peace and offerings from other people. If someone is coming into your life to try to help you, be an emotional support person, accept that love from them. The Four of Pentacles represents you don't actually have to give love back. You don't have to reciprocate these things. If people are coming to you to try to offer you emotional support, they understand that you're going through a rough time. Because there is an ending right here. Understanding as well that you're holding on to pentacles of the past. You're holding on to this and you're internalizing it really, really harshly for yourself. It's kind of like working through the stages of grief right here. The Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. One more card, the Four of Swords. Your energy. So with this Queen of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune, understand that this is a break period within your life. It's actually a fortuitous event that this situation has to break down for you. Because it's giving you the peace in something that maybe you don't quite understand. It's allowing you to rest right here and move forward in a different day at a different time. I kind of feel like, Libra, you can run yourself ragged. You're wondering why this situation didn't work out for you. But here's the thing. That's not what the universe has planned right now. This could be the ending of a career path for yourself, such as, retiring. And you're like, well, what do I do now? Well, you rest, you retire. That's what it is. That could be very harsh for you to understand is like, what is retirement? I've worked for all these years. I've earned this retirement. What do I do now? You rest. You have fun. You take care of yourself with the Queen of Wands. You nurture yourself. All right? The Queen of Wands represents, she's not quite a mature woman. She's like, probably in her 30s, right? She's very beautiful. She's sexually open. She's very intelligent. She has her own queendom. She runs things. She gets things done. She gets things accomplished. She's a very busy person. But now, the Wheel of Fortune is spinning you from this busybody energy into this blissful, peaceful, restful state for yourself. Why? Queen of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. Because you need to grow something right here. Okay? Wherever you are, you're supposed to be watching something mature into, the Nine of Pentacles for yourself. So you can't see where the path is going to lead you because the path is right there in front of you. The path is where you are supposed to be. And you are trying to grow something right here for yourself. The Queen of Swords is your energy, deliberating this situation. Is it really that bad? Okay? It could be a lot worse, but it could also be a lot better. How can you make this situation better for yourself? But you're clinging on to ideas from your past, past work ideologies, past work ethics, past loving situations, whatever. You're really hoping that this King of Pentacles was always going to give this pentacle to you. Maybe, this could be the idea of having a steady paycheck within your life. Getting one paycheck every 2 weeks or whatever. And now that's coming to an end. But here's the thing. Stop spending your money. Stop wondering about things from the past and move forward. How are you going to grow something now? You're in a peaceful state. Things don't seem to be as busy. You can take care of yourself. What can you do here? What can you do moving forward within your life? The Hanged Man, see it from a higher perspective. Surrendering yourself to the universe right here is probably the best thing that you can do, Libra. Take it to prayer. Think about things from a higher perspective. Was it all that in a bag of chips, really? Because remember, this is self-sacrifice. This is, surrendering. This is pain. This is brutality. This is someone who decided to be crucified upside down. Do you want to stay in a crucified upside down energy where you're just miserable constantly? The Two of Pentacles, balancing out the situation with the Three of Pentacles. People are coming to you now for your own ideas, for your own knowledge in a situation. Because here's the thing, he's crafting an arch for himself, or for this monolith, right? And people are coming to him seeing how good his craftsmanship is. And they want him to do more for them. So this is kind of like relying on your own talents. What do you have? What kind of talents do you have? Can you play an instrument? Can you teach people how to play that instrument? Can you teach people how to do X, Y, and Z? I kind of feel like you're a hot commodity in high demand right here. You just might not see it for yourself, okay? The Knight of Cups, the Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. When I see the Knight of Cups is marching forward with some sort of emotional fulfillment, okay? He is a knight, all right? So he understands the ideas of fighting, right? He understands the idea of warfare. However, he is a knight that also enjoys the beauty of the world. He enjoys arts, dancing, music, love, whatever, right? He likes feeling good. It's Piscean energy. Pisces is all about, living in a fantasy realm where things are much better in fantasy than they are in reality. The Angel of Temperance is here to divinely guide you to this path, all right? You're marching forward, and the Angel of Temperance is putting you on this path, a new path, because they're blocking you off to this old one. The Angel of Temperance has alchemized this block right here within your life. Because I kind of feel like it was going to eventually lead you to an early grave, if that makes sense. And when I say an early grave, working yourself to death, getting hurt, the angels can see things in the future because they live in a different type of dimension. And when they see calamity, they try to move you away from that. So that's what I'm seeing right here, is that this old road from this old thing, this old job situation, whatever this is, this old commitment, because the Hierophant can also represent, being married. It's moving you away from that. It's blocking you off, trying to protect you at all costs to move you towards this Three of Pentacles, this balanced scenario with the Two of Pentacles and 3. So 2 and 3 and 4 coming out. And then you have the 7 to the 8. So using your own skills, your own natural abilities to move forward within your life is the path that you are supposed to be on right here, Libra. You're wondering, why on earth did it have to end with the Hierophant? Because there was calamity, okay? So the 6 of Wands right here is your victory. You're being led forward to a different path so that way you can be victorious and emerge victorious from an old situation, because you have the 10 of Swords right here. You have double clarification of death and ending. You have victory right here. Victory with the 6 of Wands is protecting your crown. So when we look at the 6 to the 7, right? We don't have the 5 of Wands out. It's actually easier to explain with the 5 of Wands. 5 of Wands represents fighting, right? The 6 of Wands represents becoming victorious in that fighting. And then 7 of Wands is pushing back people who want to take your victory from you. It's kind of like, when gladiators won in the arena, there would always be new challengers to take their crown. So you're always having to fight the situation again and again and again. Someone wants to take your crown. However, the angel is here to say, no more gladiators, no more fighting, no more of that. You have your glory, you have your crown, you have the t-shirt, you have the fucking, the little souvenirs and the thing you can put on your car. That's enough for you, Libra. Focus on something else, something that's tangible. Focus on actually building wealth. Because I kind of feel like it's just, whatever this was, it's something you've always wanted, but it was never really going to get you very far. In fact, the angel saw calamity and was like, you had it for a time period, but now it's time for a new season. 2 of Swords. You can't see that. So you have 2, 3, and 4 of Swords coming out. All your energy, right? You have the Queen of Swords coming out. You can't see that. You can't see the future. You're blocked off to the situation. You're blocked off to the dangers that were around you or that are around you. Okay? You don't want to see things for what they actually are. The world. With the world, it's an ending to a situation, a final conclusion. You don't want to see that this was the final conclusion to you. Okay? You might be thinking, what does that even mean? It means like a bad disaster could have happened. Yeah, 9 of Wands coming out, getting really badly injured right here. Five of Swords, the Emperor, the Knight of Wands. The Emperor causing people to rush into battles that are unwinnable. So, here's the thing. I kind of feel like someone was trying to drive this situation into the ground regardless, all right? You really wanted this situation to work out, and you know what? It may have worked out for other people, but it's just not going to work out for you, okay? But that's a blessing in disguise. It's saving you from the ending of you getting badly injured, all right? Because this Emperor right here is sending knights into battle because the Emperor is kind of like in charge of the Hierophant in a way, because the Emperor runs his own, empire. And remember how I said the Hierophant has like its own structured order? So the Emperor is like the top. Now, however, when we look at the Hierophant, it can also be representation of the Pope energy. So the Pope running the Vatican, and you know how the Vatican is kind of like in charge of a lot of different things as well. However, when we see the Emperor coming out, this Emperor is doing things for vainglory with the Five of Swords. He's sending people out to fight who are getting injured and dropping their swords and walking away, all because of an egotistical mindset, because this is Aquarian energy right here. This is the base card of Aquarius. This person does not care about these two people in the background. This person wants to win at all cost. Doesn't care about the Knight of Wands rushing in. It doesn't bother him. It's not his problem if they win or lose. He's just trying to get, one up the competition right here. The Devil, because he's chained to the Devil, okay? You have to understand that there are people out there who do actually follow a very wicked path, all right? There are people who worship the devil. There are people who follow negative entities. There are people who want to be chained, who want to drag this world into an ending. Some people are obsessed with the idea of ending the world, all right? However, the Emperor can't do that because it's not his time, place. It's not him to do so. Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands. It's all about money right here. It's all about greed, wealth, and money. What's coming in? The Judgment card. At the end of the day, judgment is called, though. Judgment is called on people in the rapture. What is coming in on this situation is a judgment call. A huge calamity where people are going to be called out of their graves. Okay? And then the judgment happens. Now, I'm not saying like actual judgment is taking place. I'm not saying like, this is the world is going to end tomorrow. I'm not one of those doomsday people. However, this is someone running a situation into a ground, someone treating people as though they are just knights and pawns, someone who is greedy, egotistical, and doesn't care about the subordinates under him, someone who's chained to the devil, who has negative entities, who wants to just kind of control and dominate the world, but that is coming to an end, all right? And you're lucky that you're not there when that ends, when that ending happens. You're not injured, and you're not going through this, final conclusion with this world. Judgment is being cast on the world right here, on this group of people, this sect, this organization, whatever. So you made it out just in time. But you're still confused. It's like, well, I just want it so badly. What can I do? What can you do, Libra? Focus on your talents, your skills. What can you do for yourself? What can you teach? What do people want to know about you? What's interesting about you that you could talk about? What's a business you could start for yourself? I'm not talking about like Ponzi schemes or anything like that, but what's your dream? Start working on that. Do you want to be, a world famous teacher? Then start going to school for that. Start figuring out ways to get scholarships. Really pay attention to you now. It's all about you. You're no longer a Knight of Wands. You are the Queen of Wands, and that is potentially why the universe pulled you out. You're not a pawn in this game of the Emperor, all right? You are not a pawn at all. Because remember, the Queen of Swords is the queen on the chessboard. That's what's important to understand about this card. This card is representation of the queen who moves around really rapidly and says, I've captured your piece. That's it. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. This Queen of Swords is very important because obviously it's kind of a tragedy when you're playing chess and you lose your queen. Like, it's not the most important piece. However, it is like, when someone takes your queen, you're like, fuck. So that's what's important to understand right here. You're a critical piece. You're not just, a sacrificial pawn. Like, if I move the pawn here and I let the bishop capture, then I can capture that bishop. No. Like, why would you want to be the pawn who's getting captured by the bishop? Does that make sense? So, let's get into your spellcasting oracle cards. You're allowed to have peace. You're allowed to have rest. You're allowed to just take a deep breath. Say, all right, I'm not a pawn. I'm actually worth a lot more than that. That situation's going to fall apart. It's not meant for me. Yes, it's great to have that stable paycheck. Yes, it's great to feel good, whatever. But the angel is blocking you off. Divine intervention is blocking you off, saying, no, I see what's happening here. Because remember, the angels trump the devil, all right? Now, no major arcana trumps one another. That's important to understand about tarot. No major arcana can trump another major, all right, unless you're actually playing the game. However, and remember, tarot is an actual card game that you play. It's not all about divination. You can play a game with this. Well, multiple games. But in biblical standards or in, any spiritual standards, angels always trump the devil. God has already won the war in heaven. That's what you have to understand. So if the angel is saying, no, I see what's happening here. They're wanting to use you as a pawn, but I can move you somewhere else where you are not, where you can actually be the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, because you're young, you're vibrant, you're beautiful. Then that's what I'm going to do for you. So see it as divine intervention and not a curse and not sadness. We have finding strength. Finding the strength to move on and build something better for yourself, okay? Building something with this Three of Pentacles is very important. You have strength right here. The Strength card is also another major arcana. I'm going to pull this card. The Strength card represents an angel coming in to shut the mouth of the lion. And remember, I always say the devil is as a roaring lion seeking whom he may devour, right? Angels coming in, shutting the mouth of the lion when Daniel was in the lion's den. That's what happened. The angel of strength is here to say, absolutely not. This angel shutting this lion's mouth. This angel is blocking you from entering the lion's den. This angel is moving you this way. And you're upset that you can't continue to go down this path of destruction. You're like, oh my gosh, but it could have been this because it turned out so great for these people. But here's the thing. Those are those people on their own path. However, you have to think about it. There are going to be people stuck in that situation. There are going to be people who are stuck on this earth during Judgment Day, okay? But you're not going to be one of those people, right? Equanimity, integration, and light is matter. So, find balance within your life, all right? Integrate balance. Integrate, long journeys. Integrate, going out into the wilderness, taking a deep breath in nature. Light as matter. Go outside and kind of embody, and I hate saying this, it's so cliche, all right? But listen to me. Embody light energy, all right? When I say light energy, embody positivity. Understand that this calamity right here, this Ten of Swords, it's a mental thing. It's not physical, all right? It's mental. And by you using this light as matter, by you trying to find enlightenment in the situation, because you can't see it right now, that's the thing. You can't understand why it had to happen to you, but in time you will. So just be thankful that it's over and say, okay, well, you know what? Happened. but continue to move forward. All right? Understand that that was the best thing that could have happened to you. Whatever this ending is with this Hierophant, it's meant to be. Let me get you these. Light as matter, it's also kind of representation of the angels who are light beings alchemizing themselves into reality. Kind of like the guardian angel. Alchemizing at the right moment to save you, to protect you. You hear people all the time that say, you know, a really bad thing was about to happen and then something, like the house fell apart, right? Like in a tornado. The house completely fell apart and, you know, they're trapped inside their house, but nothing hurt them. Like they have a couple of scratches and whatever, but it's like completely on top of this person, but for some reason that they're alive. They're not crushed to death. That's what it is. The angel coming in to shield you from that situation at the critical moment. We have invisibility, authenticity, forgiveness, reducing the burden. You may have cursed God, but God can forgive you. You may have like lost your faith right here. That's okay. Forgive yourself as well. You can't know the future. You're a human. You can fail. Invisibility, authenticity kind of represents the angels are always around you. It's always invisible, but they are authentic beings to help you, okay? They forgive you if you've cursed them, if you're wondering what's going on, why this has to be. It is what it is. Humans don't know. That's the whole point of the angels, of spiritual beings, right? To kind of protect you during your own moments of stupidity. Wolf, communication, and red squirrel, conscientious. I feel like you really need to listen to this reading. I'm not trying to like brag or anything, but like if this is your reading, like really listen to this, maybe listen to it again. With this communication, be very, you know, conscious about what I'm saying right here. And actually listen with an open mind for yourself. Even if you're not a spiritual person, listen with an open mind and try to apply it. If it's like, you know, catering to you, if this reading is catering to you right now, try to apply it to your life, all right? But don't force it to fit. Also, understand that you will have communication right here as to why the situation ended. You're going to see it happen, or you're going to have news about that happening. Pay attention to those news. Pay attention to all the red flags that are happening right now. So let me get you a rune card. We have Perthos, secret, chance, gambling, secrets, windfall, synchronicity, and birth. The spiritual meaning, fate, the feminine, and uncertainty. You don't know why it happened. You're uncertain. But it's fate. That's what it is, okay? It's a chance. You know how I said windfall, you know, that tornado moment? That's the synchronicity. So, let me get you one of the talisman cards. We have Berkana. Encourage ideas, aid creative endeavors, nurture a project, and help with family. Nurture this project. Hold on. Nurture this project and, you know, encourage your own creativity right here. Your own creative thoughts, your own creative ideas. All right? So, I think I pulled all the cards. I feel like I'm missing one. The Three of Pentacles with the Temperance. Wow. It's divine alchemy for you to start working on your own craft right here. Your own skills. Just you focusing on your own life right now. Okay? People will come in. You will have that money. People will want to hire you. People like your work. Don't undersell yourself right here. Okay? You might be thinking, well, I don't have this, that, and the other. I don't have this skill. It's okay. You can always gain them. But you know what? At the end of the day, there are people who don't ever go to college, but they end up multimillionaires. All right? There are people who are just more skilled because they're blessed by the divine at, say, an instrument than people who spend their entire life, you know, studying music. There are people who can play by ear versus people who can't even, like, for example, I'm trained to play music. Sight reading is very difficult for me. But then there are people who could just sight read, can just look at music and just play. and they've never been trained as much as I have. Like, that's the situation right there. You're just really, really good at something, okay, Libra? So understand that for yourself. So anyway, I'll talk to you later.